Well, the season was really an exciting season for our team. For the first time that I know of in our program's history, we had 4 different people win regional races. We had some really unique results for us. We had Haggenmiller represented us on the podium at the U.S. National Championships and also at the Canadian National Championships. So we had a lot of skiers that were racing at the highest level throughout the year. We had a lot of good races where it was really exciting to see the results. And then we had some other days where maybe we weren't quite at that level, and it was a little bit of a letdown because we were racing so well at so many races throughout the year. Well, we had a number of podium finishes this year from our team. Whether we start with Alice and her first podium for the year at Telemark, and then from there, building on that, a race that she probably could have won if not for some unfortunate circumstances, to come back from that and win the rest of the freestyle races in our region for the rest of the year was really exciting.
This has been by far the best season that I've had up here, and it was really great being able to consistently perform, especially in the skate races, at a level that I never dreamed that I would have been able to accomplish before. We had one of the strongest women's team, the strongest women's team that I've ever experienced here at Tech.
Deidre Irwin that same weekend at Telemark won the classic race there, and then was away from the team for a while racing in Kazakhstan, and then came back at the regional championships and really animated the classic race and really dominated that race, even though Ulrika, she was helping her, and Ulrika got the win at the end of the day. Deidre really dominated that race.
It was a big year for us. It was really cool to see everybody every weekend kind of challenging that podium spot. And when I first started on the team, like, we had really good athletes. We always had that, but to have multiple athletes like really challenging Northern and Alaska and Scholastica, getting up there on the podium, kind of showing them that, you know, we've worked hard. We've been here for 5 years, and we're really kind of trying to push it this year. So it was really cool. I think me and Alice are the only graduating seniors, so it was really nice to kind of experience that last final NCAAs together, from junior nationals when we were freshmen all the way up to the big leagues, I guess. It was a really great experience.
And then Ulrika was very dominant in some other races where she was animating the race. The regional race where she won the whole shooting match is obviously one of the highlights of her year, but she also had another outstanding race at the conference championships at Worth Park. So those were all races that were really exciting. And then Ulrika also winning the conference sprint championship was another exciting day for us. Our athletes did a great job this year on the women's side of populating the podium on week in and week out. With the men, the season was super exciting with Tom Bai in the opening individual freestyle race at U.S. Nationals, having an outstanding result and being the 3rd junior overall and really setting himself up to qualify for World Juniors. And then in the sprint races, Haggenmiller ending up in the finals in both the skate and the classic sprint, and ending up on the podium in the classic sprint. And in the skate sprint, he said he went for the overall win in the race and came around the corner and gave it everything he had, which kind of put him in a position where if he didn't make it all the way to the line in first place, he was going to end up in 6th. Probably kind of like a NASCAR car running out of gas. But that's pretty cool that we had somebody that had the ability to try to take that risk. Kyle Hansen had a really good race at the Canadian National Championships. Very respectable, and probably his best race that he's had here as a Husky. at the Canadian National Championships, which is a very prestigious event. Another great opportunity that our team had this year was the opportunity to work with Caitlin Gregg to put together a Ski with the Huskies, and Caitlin Gregg here at the Michigan Tech Trails associated with the U.S. Senior National Championships. Caitlin was in town racing super at the Senior National Championships and was generous with her time and spent some time with our team. She was named to the World Championships team and just had a fantastic race at the World Championships and ended up winning a bronze medal there.
She's really been a great motivating factor and has really shared a lot of insight with us and with our team. I think the biggest takeaway for me being on the ski team at Michigan Tech is that even when times get really hard and you're at the bottom of a hill and you can't see the top of it, that one foot in front of the other, it's like you're going to be able to make it to the top, and there's going to be a crowd of people waiting there at the finish line.